Danny here, Queen Glitter Chaos. Don't sue me, Dan. Well, hello there. I have yet to start anything on that package tray, but today we are on a different mission because, well, when this comes out, it'll be past, but it is our Dan-iversary. Dan and I have been together for like 8 years now. So I am just gonna head off to Princess Auto to go and get just a little gifty thing for him. I mean, it's been a long time. We don't really do big gifts anymore. But there are some items that I think will be very helpful to him. So I am gonna go grab some of those and a card so we can just, you know, mark the momentous occasion that is our Dan-iversary. So let's see if I can. I haven't driven this thing in like a week, I will admit. It's been rainy and icky, so we're gonna see if I have the touch. I do have the touch. Oh, I gotta get gas soon. Sounds like something for Dan to do. Falling in love happens fast, and all the bad times are in the past. And promise me it'll be you and I until we go to the sky, where we'll lay among the stars. But for now, let's drive old cars. Alright, so for our anniversary, I got Dan. It's silly, but these are things I always feel like. I always hear him going, "Where's my this?" So I got him a pack of, what are these called? Pry bars. So I feel like I hear that a lot from him. And then I got some spare 9/16ths. A, because I feel like he's always saying, "Where's my 9/16ths?" or "Pass me that." And B, because this was kind of the only size I could remember. So I tried, okay? He's so hard to buy for, so I just try to get him tools or something that at least I hope that he goes, "Oh, she kind of retained some information." But while I'm here, look at that. That is pretty sweet. Drive your hot rods. Oh, yeah. Yes, that car suits that guy so much. Love it. Love it. And every day, till we're old and gray, we'll have each other's back and make each other laugh. So promise me it'll be you and I until we go to the sky, where we lay among the stars. But for now, let's drive old cars. So it's many days later. Anniversary has come and gone. Dan-iversary.
You've ruined that car.
I have not ruined this car. Can we just, I finally finished the other visor. Like, look how good this looks, you guys, from the front. Like, you're trying to tell me that Dad doesn't look freaking awesome? Like, are you kidding me right now? Can we all just admire how absolutely incredible this is? It's amazing. Also, so when I got back from Princess Auto, so Dan always yells at me because I don't park my car straight. And so he wants me to like drive it up and then back it in. So I backed it in, and apparently I might have backed it in a little too far. But there is clearance. Look, I can stick a whole finger in there. There's a gap. You can see the gap.
Because you bumped the car back.
No.
Traffic.
Anyways, I love my new visors. I'm very, very excited about them. And I can't wait to take this old girl to a car show. We were supposed to go to one today actually, but this morning it was pouring like crazy, so we didn't go. I, as you can see, have not tackled the package tray yet. So the package tray that I was gonna try to do this week ended up not happening this week. Honestly, I couldn't tell you why. It just escaped my life. So I thought instead what I would do is I would answer some of your guys' questions about things. So that's what I'm gonna do. One of the most popular questions that we have been getting lately over at DD Speed Shop is about these vines. A lot of you are very concerned that it's poison ivy. I'm just gonna give you a nice little close-up here. So that is not poison ivy. Poison ivy is 3 leaves. These are just like, I don't know what kind of vines, but they are just like generic house vines, I'm gonna call them. And they go everywhere. I love these things. Our backyard is like full of them, and like the front of the house has them, and it's very common. But I couldn't believe the amount of comments that folks were leaving about, you have to trim the vines, what's with all the poison ivy and the poison oak and blah blah blah. They're totally normal and fine. And like on our street, a lot of the houses have like all of this foliage. It's kind of like the thing of the street. So I felt like I needed to clear that up for you guys, because many of you were concerned, and we appreciate that. But it's okay. Look, I can touch it. I can touch it, and it's gonna be fine. Could you imagine if I was totally wrong and then all of a sudden my hand is just like, ah! That'd be bad. I'm pretty sure it's fine though. Okay. I have heard you in the comments. I have read your comments. I know there is, just kick that out of the way, whatever it is. I know there's concern that I'm going to like glitter bomb this thing and paint it pink and just, well, pull my usual stuff. However, I will say with this car in particular, I quite like how it is as it is. And because it's not like, the idea for it isn't to be like my daily driver, it's literally just gonna be like the drag and drive car. I don't know that I have no desire to like go overboard with the accessorizing, because I feel like all of that kind of stuff will just get in the way. Whereas what I do want is for it to like not go crazy fast, but like do well. So I feel like that's where we're putting all of our, I mean, that's always where Dan puts his concerns, but that's where I am also just going to leave it at. It's going to look cool. It's going to like go decent. I'm not going to say it's going to go fast, but it's going to go decent, but I'm not going to touch the interior or anything on it. Cause I mean, honestly, have you guys, I mean, for sure you've seen it. Like, look at those seats. Look at all of the red. Like, this thing is honestly super mint. I mean, the only thing we'll probably have to do inside is like maybe a headliner. I mean, obvi. But like, other than that, it looks fan-freaking-tastic. So it honestly doesn't even need my like magical touch. I mean, I'm sure we'll put some stickers on it to give it the old Queen Glitter Chaos pizzazz that we need a little bit of. But I promise I will not be painting it pink. This guy, I'm trying to film, and he comes out here like he owns the garage.
The bank owns the garage.
There is some questions here that apply to you, though, if you don't mind.
Vidal Sassoon.
Honestly, I'm shocked that you knew Vidal Sassoon.
I know.
So, a few people are concerned about the gasser look for my first race car.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say about that? Some people are worried that the gasser will be like, the stance isn't right for it being my first car.
I'd say those people are wusses. And they don't know what a cool car looks like. What do you want to start with, like a Miata? Or what do you want?
Well, I think they're just concerned for my safety.
You can daily drive a 57 Chevrolet. What, like, I don't know. What else is there? I think the internet's full of wusses. is the problem.
Wow. This is like Dee Dee's Speed Shop after dark.
It's on your channel. I can't get mad at it.
So the gasser stamps will stay.
I think so, unless you don't want it.
I'm fine with it.
Save me a lot of money if you don't.
I'd way rather look cool. I'll also be safe. Don't worry. Everybody chill.
Sometimes you gotta be a little dangerous to look cool.
There are also concerns. There's additional concerns, actually, about the fuel that we can get here in Canada. They're worried about having a detonation problem.
Octane boost.
Octane boost.
Or dial a timing back.
And those will accomplish the same thing?
Sure. I don't think you're gonna drive this thing to work at 7,000 RPM. So you'll be
But we don't know.
You'll be putzing around, having a good time. So if we pull a lot of timing out of it, we have to put a little octane boost, so be it. Now you want octane, I think it'll be just fine. And then if you want her to go crazy, wick it up, change the fuel, you're dialed. Also, I don't know any more race cars. It may be junk.
I think that's the other part that maybe we're forgetting about this too, is it is also a street car. Like, it's a street car first, race car second, yeah?
That's the way I see it. So this motor, and people think it's kind of crazy or whatever, but it's a little 327 that you would have got like in a Corvette or a Camaro or whatever of the day. They would have had 10.5, 11-to-1 compression. They would have had, you know, then what would an 18-year-old kid, they put a camshaft in it, that's what they would do, set of headers. I mean, I don't see it as being that crazy. I see it as being kind of rowdy, and maybe to the vanilla people who watch your channel, maybe they think it's a little kind of boring, but it is what it is. And you gotta be smart about it. I mean, if it rattles itself apart, we'll build it differently next time. But I think it'll be fine. Or not.
One of the two.
One of the two.
So speaking of the drag and drive aspect, some people are saying that a 388 gears will do much better than 410 or 411s.
Okay. I don't know. Do you see a race car here?
Well, I'm looking at it.
So here's the deal. I don't know. Speedway sells a whole rear end kit, which I'm gonna try and see if we can finance it, and I think it's got a 389 rear end in it, stock or something like that. The other thing with gear ratio internet is tire size. So these are small, but all you gotta do is you take a little saw and you start cutting like this, and then you can put a bigger tire on it. So I think a 275/60, which is a 28-inch tall tire, which would never fit on this car unless you like did all sorts of tubbing and stuff like that, or gasser look, again with the gasser. You have a 28 tall tire with a 410, I think that's fine. If you put like a 26 tall tire on it, maybe you can get away with a 380, but well, that's my opinion.
Okay,
Also, we're not going for all out, like every last millisecond.
Well, I'm just asking what the internet wants to know.
I think when it comes down to racing the car, the biggest problem with a slow time is going to be you.
Is it me? Am I the drama?
Yeah, you're the problem.
This actually does lead me to a follow-up question that I never understand, that this is my own question. So when you're talking about gear ratios, you talk a lot about the tire. I don't understand how the two are interrelated.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
So, a bigger tire, when it spins, it travels more distance, right? Than a smaller tire, thus changing the gear ratio.
Follow-up question then. I don't actually know what that means when we're talking about a gear ratio.
You know what that sounds like? The comment section will tell you how it's done. Because they're never wrong.
Well, do you want to tell me?
Nope. Internet knows.
So another comment we got a lot was, Danny, you have to learn how to drive manual. Danny, you gotta learn how to drive manual. Danny, You're not a hot rider if you're not driving manual. Well, let me tell you something. Wow, the list came in strong on that one, didn't it?
You need to hurry up to film me.
Listen, I'm creating content here. So I'm just gonna show you something here. So, automatic, 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 automatic. And then I think there's a bunch more hot rods that are also automatic.
Manual.
Well, there's one manual over here.
Cobra manual.
And then the 47.
Nova manual.
The 47 though is also automatic.
Yeah. Well,
So, yeah. Moral of the story, I think any hot rodder can drive whatever they're comfortable with.
you just got to keep the ratio. So if we have 3 stick cars, I think there's 3 stick cars in the fleet of 21. So you just have to do that for yourself. So when your 4th hot rod you have will have to be a stick.
Which the Opal is.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Huh.
So you're good.
I've made the cut. So this is my small block Chevy 327 motor. Another common comment was, I thought Danny didn't want to go fast. Why does she want this drag and drive car? Well, the 57 is kind of my like grocery getter, old lady, just cruising around town hot rod. And when Dad brought home that Nova, the first thing I said to him was like, I want that to be a drag and drive car. And he's always wanted a 327. And instead of buying himself one, he bought me one. So who am I to decline this gracious gift? All right, so last question of the day here. There were also some concerns about my beautiful pearl visors here. Now, people are worried that like they're staying like this, like that they've fallen down, but like they're very, very light. Like these pearls are like hollow. So there's like 0 weight to them. Like they don't just fall down, like, so they're stuck. They are on there to stay. And I think they have decided what we're gonna do about my headliner, but you won't know till it's happening. So there we go. I don't know. I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Appreciate ya. I hope you enjoyed. I don't know what this was, but I guess just kind of behind the scenes, kind of just answering your questions, kind of just talking because I feel like talking and I like the sound of my own voice. So there you go. Anyways, I'm out of here. I have some streaming to do, so if you're interested, I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday on Twitch. Kind of variety streaming, so sometimes I do video games, sometimes we do YouTube reaction videos. Those are every Tuesday. That's a lot of fun. And it's a good vibe. Even if you're not into video games, it's actually shockingly much more fun than just the video game aspect of it. It's a really cool community on there, so if you want to just like hang out, it's a good vibe. Anyways, that's it for me. I'll catch you guys later.